Not all stories begin well. Some of them start with half memories that don't give us any real answers. Some don't have distinct middles, beginnings, or ends. I only remember one thing from the start of mine. I have always held art dear. Before I could read, I would ask my mom to tell me stories every night before I went to sleep. When I had learned how to read, I read just about every day I could. Fantasy and sci-fi were my favorites. I think that's where some of my interest in IT came from. I was always fascinated by stories of AI and computer hacking. I sped through most of the books available at my local library. Thereafter, I spent my time between two pursuits: writing and reading. Along the way, I picked up a love and ability for drawing too. From a young age, I learned piano. In grade 4, I picked up guitar. In grade 8, I picked up cello. It was in that same year that I truly fell in love with my first movie, Howl's Moving Castle, directed by Hayao Miyazaki and animated by Studio Ghibli. I enjoyed both making and consuming art. This was, and very much still is, where my passion lies. I will admit that the internet played a substantial part in allowing me to find art and to consume it, but it wasn't a big part of my life. I didn't throw myself into that digital sea. Thankfully, my mom is a rational person, and she did her best to instill in me a sense of logic. She managed to convince me that I should get a job that supported me and those I cared about, while I worked towards my passions in the background. Thus, in grade 10, I took IT, and that was when my penchant for programming began. I never had, and I doubt that I ever will have, a passion for the discipline. Not in the same way that I hold art and stories close. But I enjoy the problem solving. I've always had a love for science and a talent for math, but a BSc certainly wasn't a sane option for me. As such, I felt happy contenting myself to a jack-of-all-trades position. I doubt that I will ever truly master any of my chosen passions, but I'm happy to gain proficiency in as many of them as I can. BIS Multimedia turned out to be the perfect degree for this. The dashes of programming, design theory, visual studies, audio engineering, image processing, and writing and film studies through extra courses proved to be a well-balanced artistic buffet. One I hope I can use to shape this world even a little for the better.